Hello, I'm Marissa Perry from Marissa Perry Atelier in New York City's West Village. I'd like to introduce you to Max 2.0. He's the company meter and greeter, although he's staring mommy down for a cookie right now. But anyway, today we are going to cover different settings. Now that you've picked your favorite shape stone, we're going to talk about what you're going to put that stone in and what your favorite look is. People don't realize how important the setting really is. Men focus hours and hours and hours learning about the 4 C's and the quality of the diamond and the color and the clarity, most of which you can't see once the girl does one shampoo and one cream rinse. But what they really need to focus on is the setting. It's equally, if not more important. And I always say, I would rather have a lesser quality diamond in a gorgeous setting, because that'll make a gorgeous ring, to have an incredible diamond, a D flawless, that's triple excellent cut in an ugly setting, it'll always be an ugly ring. So I think it's super important to pick a beautiful, beautiful setting. One of the first types of settings that I want to go through with you, which is also our specialty, are our Micropave settings. My husband, Douglas Elliott, who's the designer of our rings at Marissa Perry Atelier, he created the halo and the Micropave style setting 17 years ago when we first started our company. What Micropave means is setting all these little tiny diamonds under a microscope. Each of these diamonds is a perfectly round, faceted, round, brilliant cut diamond. The way that we do our Micropave happens to be different than most other jewelry stores or jewelry designers. We happen to hand drill little holes in this very thin piece of metal, and they're all calibrated to the size of every diamond. And then we clean it and we set every little teeny diamond in each of their little seats, and we make little tiny prongs that are almost invisible, all under a microscope. Thus the word Micropave. Now, this ring also happens to have what many people call a halo. So this look, like I said, my husband created this many moons ago. It has gone through quite a few renditions. Now we happen to do a very, very, very thin halo, and these diamonds only have to be 1/2 of 1% of a carat. It's really gorgeous, and you can have a bigger one as well. You can customize that to whatever look you have, but you will find this look in many stores. Just make sure that they have one that is very thin and more discreet. And a lot of women come to me and they say, you know, I'm not sure if I really want a halo. I've been thinking about it, and I'm worried about it being a trend. Well, no need, because we've been doing this ring for 17 years and it's as hot as ever. And another side benefit to a halo that most women don't think about, I want to give you the inside line on this, because this is what women don't know. This is a 2-carat diamond, and this is a 2-carat diamond with a halo. When I put these rings next to each other, the one with the halo happens to look a full carat size bigger, at least. So if you have a 1-carat diamond and you want to make it look a little bit bigger, I would not be so quick to discount this halo. Secondly, you can also do a beautiful Micropave setting on just the band and have your center stone be the star of the show. So that's what we have here, a plain center stone with a Micropave band. Next, something that we have found that has been very, very popular are 3-stone rings. So 3-stone rings can be interpreted in 2 different ways. You can have 3-stone rings, which are all 3 stones are the same shape. So you can have like a round with 2 round side stones, or a square with 2 square side stones. But you can also have a 3-stone ring, which is a center stone with 2 side stones of varying shapes. For example, one style that's really, really popular with us right now is our emerald cut with these tapered baguettes. So you have 3 stones. However, the center stone is one shape, which is your emerald cut. And then you have 2 tapered baguettes on the side. This tapered baguette side stone style works beautifully with other shapes as well. Here we have a cushion cut with tapered baguettes. We have a round brilliant cut with tapered baguettes. This is always a very beautiful and very classic setting. My husband did this new takeoff on something that was actually I discovered in my 1969 Tiffany's vintage jewelry book. So this style's been around for a while, but there's a lot of new, more modern takes. Our baguettes are slightly different and we adjust it accordingly. You can also do something like this, which is your round diamond ring with the 2 round side stones. Very, very classic look. This has been around for a long time. My personal favorite of side stones happens to be to add 2 pairs to the side of either a round or an oval diamond. You can do it with a cushion too, but I really love this. So you have like a round with the 2 pair side stones or an oval with the 2 pair side stones. This ring is very soft and feminine and graceful, and the little pairs on the side look like little leaves or little flower petals. So I love this look for somebody that wants something very feminine and very graceful and elegant. Now, my favorite 3-stone ring, which I have to say was also my mother's favorite, and she and I, she loved it so much she had me make her one. My husband made this beautiful, very interesting and unique Asher cut in yellow gold with emerald cut side stones. And I think that this ring is just absolutely breathtaking. So you can do pink side stones and pink sapphire or blue sapphire or emerald. And you can do any combination of that you wish in these shapes. But you have many different center stone shapes and side stone shapes to choose from in your setting. When it comes to side stone rings, is just making sure that the side stones line up properly with that center stone. And the designer that you're working with or your jewelry store should be able to advise you to that accordingly. For example, my husband made this for a customer. It is so beautiful. It's an emerald cut. He pieced together emerald cut baguettes around it. This requires a tremendous amount of expertise from our jewelers. So it's not a ring that you might be able to find at many places, but this ring did win the best engagement ring in the United States. These you can fit flush with a wedding band. 3-stone rings, you can never really fit flush with a wedding band. Many engagement rings are made so that when you put a wedding band with it, there's a gap in between. We like to make sure that the wedding band fits exactly flush against the base of the engagement ring. Here's the problem. Many men will buy an engagement ring for a woman, and once she gets it, she tries to find a wedding band to go with it, and nothing will fit with it because they didn't really think about how that engagement ring was going to fit with that wedding band in the total overall look once the woman had both pieces together. The way to avoid this problem is to make sure that when you find an engagement ring setting you love, make sure to ask your salesperson to please try on a wedding band to go with it so that you know how it will look together once the set is complete. I do not want you to be in a situation where you have an engagement ring and you cannot find a wedding band to go with it, no matter what you do, and then end up having to wear it on the other hand. So, when you're shopping for a setting, there's a few things I want you to avoid. Avoid poor workmanship in a setting. This should not look like a school project. It should look like a beautiful piece of fine jewelry. Secondly, if you're shopping for micropave, make sure you don't see a bunch of metal prongs. You want to see all diamonds, no metal. And the third don't on my list is please make sure you try on a wedding band with the engagement ring that you're going to purchase. You do not need to buy the wedding band right away, but I want you to see the total overall look with it once it's finished. Because when you add a wedding band to it, you want to even make sure that the band isn't too thick or too thin. Remember, when you put another band with it, you're doubling the width of that whole total look. So you want to make sure that it looks beautiful with the band and without the band, and that you love your ring. I think personally that the setting is the most important part of the ring. You can focus on the diamond and spend a lot of money on a diamond, but just make sure that you have a beautiful ring that you will be proud to own and wear forever. And remember, if you love jewelry as much as I love jewelry, and if you love design as much as I love design, I hope you'll watch the rest of our other videos where we address all sorts of issues on how to find the perfect engagement ring. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Marissa Perry Atelier. Hope to see you soon.
All right, we're rolling. Cool.